between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers baseball starts right now. Brandon Woodruff will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Check swing in the dirt, but he went around, and he makes the throw to first. Segura is retired, and there's one away. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, there's no doubt they really need Andrew McCutchen to get back on track. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
Striding in, Cesar Hernandez. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Hernandez is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost start. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to first. To his right, Austin. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. David Robertson gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft, you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction. Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark. You got a cup of coffee in your hand. You look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
In is Christian Yelich. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The average to start things out at .324. 21 homers and 44 RBIs. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. Here comes the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. He's set. The 0-1. Grounded to short. Segura fields it cleanly. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Brewers come up empty in the first. We've played an inning in Milwaukee. No score on the show.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Hoskins gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Ryan Braun, one of the best players in our sport since he came out of the University of Miami. Can play outfield, great arm, covers a lot of ground, and hits right in the middle of the order with light tower power.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Has a look, now the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Here's Andrew McCutchen now as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Gamble is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Leading off for the Brewers, the catcher, Yasmani.
First offering on its way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. To short, hit hard. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. McCutchen is after it. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting seven, the center fielder, Ben Gamble.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball one.
That's the ball.
Bases are empty here with two men out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. Will move to the third with no score. Stepping into the box, Michael Franco, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Michael Franco.
Pitch on the way. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting nine, the pitcher, number 30, David Robertson.
Coming to the plate now, David Robertson. First pitch on its way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Perez ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Gene Segura standing in as he hits one on a line to left field. This is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. Phillies down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're back now for the Brewers' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they're having troubles in 2 significant areas: on-base percentage and strikeouts, both of which they rank near the bottom of the league. One coach told me they're doing everything they can to make adjustments, most notably by having more patient at-bats. He said there are times to be aggressive early in an at-bat, but for the most part, we need to do a better job of working the count. We have to draw more walks and get into better hitters counts. That's something to keep in mind as we watch them the rest of the way, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Tyler Austin is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Brandon.
So stepping in, Brandon Woodruff. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fouled away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. So in just 1 turn through the lineup, that's already 5 strikeouts for him here in the contest. And as our graphic will illustrate, in terms of team rankings, he's currently 2nd best on this Philly ball club in that department. Digging in, number 18. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he gets ahead 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in, the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The windup and the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. Yelich is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Opportunity now to peer into the future plans for the Brewers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Check swing that time. They'll appeal down to 3rd, and Mike Fillmore isn't buying it. It's ball 1. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. 2 are gone in the Philly 4th, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. First delivery to him on the way. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. At the plate, Hernan Perez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Hernan Perez becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. In now, Christian Yelich, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 2, here it is. And another foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Christian Yelich goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Pitch popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Gamble ranging back, still going back. A leap, and he's got it. Impressive play for the first out.
Now that was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on, but he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Austin on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Phillies down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grandal on at first, nobody out. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Ryan Braun is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. Stepping in, Ben Gamble. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Nick Vincent enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
0-2, here it comes. Pitch is popped up. Franco is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the first baseman, Tyler Austin.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the big bat of right-handed hitting Tyler Austin. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Now batting, the pitcher, Brandon.
Settling in now, Brandon Woodruff. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. The 0-1 offering. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here's the 0-2, and he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the. Now at the plate, Maikel Franco. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things.
Break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. It's a solo shot here for Maikel Franco. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Number 73 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 73.
Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
Gamble is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Segura, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. This is line to left. But this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
From the stretch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Mike Morin enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching.
Stepping up now, number 18. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Harper, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Up next for Milwaukee, the shortstop.
Digging in once again, Hernan Perez. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, Christian.
At the plate, Christian Yelich. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. No balls and a strike to count. And there's ball 1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
No runs, 3 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
The left fielder, number 31, Corey Dickerson.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson. Braun has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Throw on to Austin, takes care of him, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And what's the call? It's a home run. And now hold everything here. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. 1 away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. This is pulled into right. Harper back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Into the box now, Ryan Braun, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. It remains 1-0. Jake Faria has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36, Jake Faria.
Ready for another shot now. Andrew McCutchen. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The center fielder, Andrew.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Right. And there's a base hit. So a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. Yelich is under it. 1 out. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Jake Bruce will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Philadelphia, number 23, Jay Bruce.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This ball will be chopped foul. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I think he kind of trained a hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
In now, Gene Segura, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. They lead it 1-0. Jake Arrieta is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 49.
Stepping up to the plate, Ben Gamel. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
High in the air out to center field. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
Up next for
Manny Pena will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 9.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one. And there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Lorenzo Cain will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. 0-1. He'll check in here at 256. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Popped up. Franco over to his left, and that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail this one 1-0. Alex Claudio enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Travis Shaw is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 21.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. In previous meetings with Alex Claudio, he's 1 for 3. Set to deliver the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. The 1-2. Back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
And now Bryce Harper, as he'll get caught reaching on a first pitch slider for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch, and he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Hernandez aboard here at first with nobody out. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Grounder down the line at third. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
He's set. Here it comes. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. Hard on the ground towards short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple, but they're up 1-0. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in number 18. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
The 1-0 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
3-1.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Hernandez is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Christian Yelich.
At the plate, Christian Yelich. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just.
Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose.